Okay, so I'm going to try and go live a little bit later this afternoon. I'll send that out via Remind, post the code on eClass, and send the Remind out via Remind, send the code out via Remind. So you guys can join me this afternoon at a time that will hopefully work for everybody. If not, I'll try and record that and post that up to eClass also. I want to take this time to go over the most missed questions, really all the questions that might be giving you trouble on the Google Forms from last week, this week, to make sure you guys are prepared for some sort of assessment, whether it be counted as a quiz or an actual test after spring break when we come back for more digital learning days. So the first Google form had a couple of videos for you guys to watch about Rock the Boat and had some concept builders for you guys to do through physicsclassroom.com before you do this set of questions. Responses were good. The first set of questions for physicsclassroom.com was this set here. For this wave, pictured here, moving through a rope, having twice the wavelength. Now remember, wavelength is from crest to crest, trough to trough, or any part of the wave that's a full complete cycle, so it could be there. So once they say twice the wavelength, this wave needs to get longer. That rules out wave B. And as I scroll down here, nothing would change. Well, if it's twice the wavelength, then something would change. Amplitude is actually the height of the wave, so that's going to make the wave shorter. So here you have one box, two boxes for the amplitude. This is going to go down to a one box amplitude wave. So wave A is the best choice for this particular question. As we go through to the next question, same beginning wave, but now it's going to have one half the wavelength. So this wave is going to shrink, crest to crest, trough to trough, or any part of the wave repeating is going to get shorter. And then it also says twice the amplitude. So it's going to get taller. It's going to get less length and a taller height. This is two boxes. We're looking for four boxes. This is a lower amplitude. This is a higher amplitude and a shorter wavelength. So choice B is the best choice for this question. This question was designed to check many boxes. Use a diagram to choose all of the points that are crests. The crest is the top of the wave located here by the mouse. So choice B is a crest. Choice E is a crest. A is not a crest yet, neither is I. It's got to be at the top. So B and E are the best choices. All the points that are troughs, that's going to be the bottom part of the wave, the very lowest point, choice D and choice G. So that's going to be checkbox D, checkbox G, the lowest point of the wave. This is just definition of wavelength from crest to crest. Most students got that right. That's choice A. Amplitude. Most students got this wrong, and if you got it wrong, you chose choice B. That's incorrect. Choice B is not an amplitude. That's actually two amplitudes. Choice D is in dog is an amplitude. Even though it's going down, that's still an amplitude. From the rest position, that dotted line, to the lowest point is one amplitude. Rest position to the highest point is an amplitude. B is incorrect. Tried to highlight this wave here, and there's a worksheet that goes along with this on my eClass page. This curve has a wavelength that's highlighted here. As you follow, that's one wave, that's two waves, that's three waves, and that's a half a wave. So this is 3.5 or 3.5 waves. How long to the nearest centimeter? That's really looking where this highlight stops and the closest number to it. That's 4 centimeters long. The closest wavelength, one complete wavelength, is 4 centimeters. The amplitude is the height of the wave. Now, although this highlight really doesn't help you here. All the way over here, 1 to 2, that's a centimeter. 0 to 1, that's a centimeter. So this 2 centimeters top to bottom is actually 2 amplitudes. The best choice here is 1 centimeter is an amplitude. Then we get into some of the questions that are the boat questions. Starting out pretty easy. Vertical distance between the highest point and the lowest point is 2.4. What's the amplitude? So that's top to bottom is 2.4. 1.2 is an amplitude. Boats are anchored in the harbor. Separated horizontal distance of 14 meters. Now that's boat to boat is 14 meters. A wavelength is crest to crest. So boat to boat is half a wavelength. 14 meters is half a wavelength. Double that, 28 meters is one full wavelength. Two boats located in the harbor. The horizontal distance of 14 meters, and each boat makes exactly 5 complete up and down cycles every 20 seconds. That's the key information. When you look at this, this is 5 complete cycles, 20 seconds. Okay? What is the period? Period has to do with time. Time period is how long for one complete up and down cycle. So that's 20 seconds for 5. 20 divided by 5 is 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Okay. Two boats are anchored in the harbor. Again, 14 meters between them. Each boat makes exactly 5 cycles, 20 seconds. Same thing. What is the frequency? Well, if the period, capital T, is 5, then the period is going to be 4, 4 seconds. 20 divided by 5 is 4 seconds. Then the frequency is 0.25 or a quarter of the wave per second. Okay. This question coming up here is probably the most missed question because you have to type in an answer, a short answer, type it in. So two boats, 14 meters is from boat to boat. That's going to be 28 meters for the wavelength. 5 complete up and down cycles every 20 seconds. What's the speed in meters per second? There's a couple of ways to do this. You can boil this down to 20 seconds for 5 cycles. That's 4 seconds total. And 28 meters, 28 divided by 4, and you get 7 meters per second. Probably one of the easier ways to do that. The other way you can do that is take that 28 wavelength and that 0.25 hertz frequency. 28 times 0.25 is also 7. Finally, last couple of questions here. The vertical distance between the boats, highest and lowest is 2 meters. That's top to bottom is 2 meters. That's 1 meter for amplitude. 16 meters from boat to boat is not a wavelength. The wavelength is crest to crest. So boat to boat is 2 wavelengths. Take that 16 meters, that's between both boats, cut it in half. 1 wavelength is 8 meters. Again, same idea. 5 complete cycles, 25 seconds. 25 seconds divided by 5. The period that you get is 5 seconds total. And then finally, for the 5 complete up and down cycles, what's the frequency? That period is going to be 5 seconds. Then that frequency is going to be 0.2, 1/5, 0.2 or 1/5. So that takes care of this Google form. Checking all your work, I'll be emailing out your results to whatever email you provided. You guys can check your work that way also. And then we'll have you guys do a quick Google form as an assignment so that you can get your quiz grade or assessment grade, depending on if they do quizzes or test grades for Google Forms, or I might have to do that through eClass. So look for information about when I'm going to go live so you can ask any questions you might have about the Google form, or anything else that you might have going on before spring break. Thanks so much, guys, and have a great digital learning day.